Have you ever felt like your body was changing, but you couldn't quite explain why? Maybe your mood swings are out of control, your sleep is completely off, and suddenly, you're sweating like you're in the middle of summer, even when it's cold outside. You tell yourself it's just stress, or maybe a rough week. But what if it's something more? Whether you're in your 20s or 60s, this is a conversation every woman needs to hear. Because today, we're going to break down something that affects half the population, yet still feels like a mystery. This isn't just a phase or women's stuff. This is menopause, and it's time to talk about it for real. No filters. No confusion. Just truth, support, and everything you need to know to take back control of your health and your peace of mind. It's wild to think that something as impactful as menopause is still treated like a secret. For most women, it starts silently. You don't wake up one day and go, "Oh, this is menopause." It creeps in little by little. One day your cycle changes. Another day, you're crying at a commercial for no reason. Then you feel tired all the time. Your skin looks different, and your patience? Gone. The worst part? Most women have no idea what's happening. And that silence? It turns into shame, isolation, and years of unnecessary suffering. But here's the truth. Menopause is not something to fear. It's something to understand. And when you understand it, you stop feeling lost. You start feeling empowered. Because this is not the end of your story. It's the start of a powerful new chapter. So, what exactly is menopause? Simply put, it's when your body officially stops having periods for 12 consecutive months. But it's not like flipping a switch. It happens in phases. First comes perimenopause, the transition stage where hormone levels start to fluctuate. This can last for years. Then comes menopause itself, followed by postmenopause, where symptoms may continue but typically begin to settle down. The core of all this? Hormones. Especially estrogen. As estrogen levels drop, your body reacts in ways you might not expect. This shift affects your metabolism, your mood, your brain function, even how your skin retains moisture. It's not just in your head. It's happening in every cell of your body. And knowing that helps you take it seriously, not personally. Let's get into the symptoms, because this is where most women start to feel overwhelmed and misunderstood. Hot flashes that come out of nowhere and leave you drenched. Night sweats that ruin your sleep and leave you exhausted the next day. Anxiety, irritability, brain fog, low libido. Some women gain weight even with the same diet, while others notice thinning hair or dry skin that never used to be a problem. One day you feel fine. The next you feel like a stranger in your own body. Sound familiar? You're not going crazy. These are real, common symptoms of a very natural process. And just hearing that it's normal? That alone can bring a deep sense of relief. Because now you know what to look for, and that you're far from alone. So how do you know if you're in menopause? Or if it's just stress or something else? Start with awareness. Pay attention to changes in your menstrual cycle. Are they becoming irregular? Lighter or heavier than usual? Track your mood, sleep, energy levels, and any unusual physical changes. If you're in your late 30s or 40s, these signs could point to perimenopause. But even if you're younger and something feels off, don't ignore it. Hormonal shifts can start earlier than you think. Blood tests can measure hormone levels like FSH and estrogen, but your personal experience is just as important. And here's a powerful reminder. You don't need to suffer in silence. Talk to your doctor, your friends, even your mom. Your symptoms are valid. Your health matters. And the more you pay attention, the better equipped you'll be to handle this transition with confidence. Alright, now let's talk solutions. Because yes, there are ways to manage menopause, and no, you don't have to just deal with it. First, lifestyle plays a huge role. Regular physical activity helps balance hormones and boosts mood. Eating foods rich in calcium, vitamin D, and healthy fats can support bone health and reduce inflammation. Staying hydrated and cutting back on caffeine and alcohol can ease hot flashes and night sweats. Mindfulness practices like meditation or yoga. Game changers for stress and sleep. Then there's hormone replacement therapy, HRT, which can be incredibly effective for many women, but it's not one size fits all. There are also natural options like herbal supplements, acupuncture, or cognitive behavioral therapy. The key is to find what works for you. This isn't about surviving menopause. It's about thriving through it. With the right tools, you can feel like yourself again. Maybe even better. Before we wrap this up, let's clear the air about a few things menopause isn't. It doesn't mean you're old. It doesn't mean your life is slowing down. And it definitely doesn't mean you're any less feminine, attractive, or strong. In fact, many women say they feel more confident, more free, and more in tune with who they are than ever before. This phase of life isn't a downward spiral. It's an awakening. You've spent years taking care of everyone else. Now, it's your turn to reconnect with your body, to own your story, to feel empowered, not embarrassed. Because menopause doesn't end your vitality. It just begins a new version of it. One with deeper self-awareness, wisdom, and unapologetic strength. If you're still watching this, I want you to know something. You are not alone in this journey. Whether you're just starting to notice changes or you're well into the menopausal transition, you deserve support, understanding, and solid information. Talk about it. Share this video. Start the conversation with your friends, sisters, daughters, and partners. The more we speak openly, the less we suffer silently. You don't have to go through this confused or afraid. You can move through it educated, prepared, and empowered. Let's normalize this conversation. Let's bring menopause out of the shadows, because knowledge is power, and every woman deserves to own her power. And hey, if this video helped you, help someone else by giving it a like, hitting that subscribe button, and sharing it with someone you care about. Your story matters. Your voice matters. Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you've learned about your body that surprised you? Let's make this a space of connection, strength, and support. See you in the next video.